Okay, today we're going to be talking about finding x and y intercepts and what they are and how to find them through a graph, through a table, and through an equation. Okay, so to start off with, an x-intercept is the x value at which the graph crosses or intercepts the x-axis. In other words, what is the value of x when y is equal to 0? Okay. It will be in the form of, your ordered pair will be x, 0. So where is it crossing the x-axis? So your y, we know, is 0. Okay, y-intercept is just the opposite. The y-intercept is the y value which the graph crosses or intercepts the y-axis. In other words, when x is 0, what is y? And that ordered pair will be 0, y. Okay, so if we look at our example here, okay, where does it cross the x-axis? Right here. So that is the x-intercept. Okay, and then here, where does it cross the y-axis? That is the y-intercept. Okay, you will really need to know the y-intercept and the x-intercept, okay, for our slope and our point slope and slope-intercept form. Okay, so when we look at a graph, find where the line crosses the x-axis, write the coordinate pair. So where does it cross the x-axis? So when we look here, we look at our origin. Okay, where does it cross the x? 1, 2. So it crosses it right here. Okay, so that ordered pair is, well, it's at -2, and my y value is 0. So where does it cross the y-axis? Well, we start from left to right, we go until it crosses the y, and it crosses the y right about here. So then we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes down 6, so it's 0, -6. So that is our y-intercept. Okay, let's look at that again. Where does it cross the x? Okay, we're crossing the x about here. So we'll go ahead and mark that right about here. Okay, start at the origin, 1, 2, 3, 4. So our x is -4 and our y is 0 because we never came off the axis. And then where does it cross the y? Right about here. So now we go up 1, 2. So our y is 0, 2. So that's our y-intercept. Okay? So the x-intercept, what is x when y is 0? So if we're in a table and we look, okay, we want to know when x is 0, when y is 0, we're going to look for the x-axis. So when y is 0, so let's look. -6 to 4, 0 to 0. Right there, boom. So x, when y is 0, what is x? It is 2. So our ordered pair here is 2, 0. That's the x-intercept. Let's look for the y-intercept. Now we're looking for when x is 0. X is 0, y is -4. Okay? Now, the other part of this is if I have a table and I don't have the zeros, I need to continue my pattern until I get the zeros, okay, or find my rate of change. All right? In my second example, I want to find the x-intercept. So where is y 0? Scrolling down, it's right here. So my coordinate for the x-intercept is 6, 0. And for my y-intercept, where's my x 0? Here, 0, 10. Okay? So How do we find this from an equation? Okay, we've learned about slope-intercept and point-slope form. So here we're going to work with when our equation is written in standard form. Well, remember, these x and y's are actually points on the line. So this equation in standard form, these two x and y coordinates are on the line. So if I want to find the x coordinate, I substitute for y. Well, what is the value of y? Remember, the value of y is 0. So I'm going to go. So I'm going to substitute 0 for y. So I'm going to get 3x plus 6 times 0 is equal to 12. Well, now I just combine like terms. 3x, 6 times 0, we know is 0, is equal to 12. So x is equal to 4 because I divide by 4. So my x-intercept for this one is 4, 0. Okay, now my y-intercept. So now I need to substitute when my x is 0. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get 3 times 0 plus 6y equals 12. Okay, and now I just combine what I can. So this is 6y equals 12, divide by 6, y is equal to 2. So my y-intercept is 0, 2. So on this line, if I were to graph it, I would intercept the x-axis at 4, 0, and I would intercept the y-axis at 2, 0. Okay? So I would intercept it there. All right? Let's look at the last example. Okay, again, I want to find the x-intercept, so my y needs to become 0. So I have 4x minus 3 times 0 equals 24. Okay, combine, I have 4x is equal to 24, divide by 4. So x is equal to 6. So here it intercepts the x-axis at 6, 0. Now the y, so I need to make x 0, so 4 times 0 minus 3y is equal to 24. So I have negative 3y is equal to 24. Divide by negative 3. A positive divided by a negative is a negative, so y is equal to negative 8. So now I'm crossing the y-axis at 0, negative 8. Okay? Hopefully this helps you find axes. To remind you, if you're looking for the x-axis, x-intercept, the y value needs to be 0. And if you're looking for the y-intercept, the x-axis has to be 0. Have a good day.